Special edition of the program, we will talk about the inauguration of the third African Medical Exhibition and Conference, Africa Health Excon, which was inaugurated earlier in the day by Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli on behalf of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. The largest annual event in Africa is held in Cairo under the theme of Your Gate to Innovation and Trade, and extends between the 3rd to the 6th of June. Africa Health Excon will focus on international expertise and contributions to boost the health sector across the African continent, and is organized by the Egyptian Authority for Medicine Purchases, Procurement and Supply. The exhibition offers opportunities for healthcare and medicine companies to be informed about latest products and services in different medical fields, with the participation of more than 500 leading corporations across the world. And to shed more light on this this important conference, we are joined over the phone by Dr. Jihan Zahran, university professor, and she will tell us more about this conference. Good afternoon, Dr. Jihan.
Good afternoon, dear.
So, Dr. Jihan, as I've just said, that an important conference was opened earlier, exhibition and conference was opened early in the day by the Prime Minister, the third African Medical Exhibition and Conference. Can you tell us more about its importance and cooperation with Africa in the medical field?
Definitely. Actually, the benefits of African countries partnering in not only in the medical field, also in most of the field like health and education, this is something we call effect emission. So first, resource sharing the efficiency are greatly enhanced when countries collaborate, pooling resources like medical equipment and educational materials even, which optimize the use of limited resources and impressive access. Additionally, so such partnerships help standardize healthcare practice. So it's raising the overall quality and ensuring consistent standards across the content, by the way. And collaboration also, it enhanced research and innovation by bringing together diverse expertise, leading the solutions to race in Africa and population.
Yes.
Then look at economy. So economically, go ahead. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
I'm just asking you as an expert in educational fields. Also, how do you see cooperation between Egypt and Africa in the field of education, as Egypt is trying to help the African countries and give them more, they send them maybe teachers, educators, and let them benefit from the Egyptian experience in this domain. So how do you see this?
Definitely the cooperation, either in health or education, it has the same actually benefit and impact. So if I say that leading the solution accelerate an African population, economically improved health and education systems, foster economic growth by creating healthier and better educated workforce, which increase the productivity and reduce poverty. Joint programs also offers extensive training and development opportunities, building local capacity and reducing reliance of external aid. So a unified effort also gives African countries stronger negotiation power, in international forums, securing better deals and more support of the global partnership. So this collaboration, moreover, like I'm telling you, fosters cultural exchange and unity, promoting peace and understanding among diverse populations. So as I said, so this is something really collaborate from all over the world, all over the aspects, in health and education as well.
So, Doctor, this annual event, which is held in Cairo, is held under the theme of Your Gate to Innovation and Trade. How do you read this theme?
Because the theme is very clear and inspiring for the trending, like skills right now. So we're all looking for innovation. Knowledge, awareness, it's already done. It's already open. It's already there. It's already globally. So you don't have a problem now to get the knowledge or to get the awareness, Education now is globalized. But what is more important, which is innovation.
Yes.
And innovation comes from the standardization and the quality improvement. If we joined as this conference that can make the impact, joining initiatives can help standardize healthcare and educational practices, raising the overall quality and ensuring constant standards across countries. So if we come to innovation, enhanced research and innovation, partnerships facilitate collaboration, researchers, leading the innovations and solutions tailored to a specific need of African population. So we can direct this to our African countries' needs and targeting as well. And that definitely will come to a benefit of economically. So if we do that, improved health and education systems contribute economic growth by creating healthcare, and better educated workforce and reducing poverty. And as I mentioned, it increases productivity.
So, Doctor, also if we talk about education as one of the main pillars of developments in any country, how can we help the African country to develop their educational systems to cope with the current challenges and with all the challenges we are witnessing now?
Awareness that it comes from the knowledgeable and the professional specialists in Egypt will do more than you can imagine. If we are even having an educational field, we just care about sharing the awareness, sharing the knowledge. So if it is that happening in a sequence of a guideline and really facilitate what's going on in privileges as a stages, this will help a lot. Because we have a lot of calipers in Egypt, but it can be, spreading the knowledge and awareness in all over the countries, not only Africa. So if we're going to focus about Africa, we're going to have more powerful, really more powerful continents that we can get the more benefits of it.
So can you tell us some innovative strategies to shape the future of education?
Exactly. So we have actually a guideline and a plan, and it's not a secret plan. So innovators have already an open plan to be done. We just need the right guideline and comparative with the resources that we have, and definitely things will be piece of cake. We have to look at our resources as an African continent country. Our resources is very clear and very open. So we focus about resources and direct education targeting according to that for the workforce. For example, if I look about the fishing or the planting, so agriculture is the main issue that we have to focus in a stage of a line. You got me? So if we can focus about something that really compatible, integrated with the resources we have, from that point, we will have a very big impact and clear results will be shown.
So in your opinion, what are the challenges that still face the educational systems in Africa in general and in Egypt in particular?
So in general, in Africa, if we're going to talk about Africa, actually I would have a very impressive countries that have a very high education as well in Africa, by the way.
Yes.
So if you're going to talk about South Africa, if you're going to talk about Ghana, if you're going to talk about Kenya, so they are really having a very good, impressive education there. But the point is that we have to share our experiences together to be shown more. We are not a small country. We are not something that really can be behind. We are the most resourceful continent in all over the other one, by the way. So it does need to have like, as what happened today, it's just a collaborative. But what I need, it just to hand in hand build in. Implementation, definitely, as you know, we can have a plan, but implementation cannot be done in the right way or facilitating in the right way. So we have to focus on how to facilitate the ideas and the plan that is already discussed in the conference, which is something that very, very important for the research as soon as possible that we can take easily. But for the level of education, we need to focus and integrate again our resources to our level of education and fields of education. We don't need so many fields which is not related to our resources and the workforce after grad our students in. So we have to focus about what these students will be able to get the field of their education to be easy for them to go for the market. And also, this is actually what we need to have focusing on most of the agenda or the plan for all ministries together. So we have to focus about education and health. And as you said, this is a very good, important and a good step that we can start with the African and sharing an awareness together.
So how can we develop the curriculum, the educational curriculums to match the needs of the markets nowadays?
All right, so any curriculum, as you know, and all over the world, even in countries in Africa, we are following a standard and global standard of international curriculum. So we don't have a problem of the curriculum itself. We have actually an issue to tolerate that program to our resources again. So, you know, even if it's an American curriculum, if it is a British one, if it is an IB, if it is a French, if it is German, all of it, they are following the standards. But what we need to do is internal integration and helping the educators to be self-confident to teach that curriculum. So we are coming again to the standardization of the educator himself. We have to focus on develop our educators to be having really a good impact on our development curriculum. Because we don't have a problem on the content. We have an issue to develop the right way, the educators to be able to have the self-confidence to deliver the information. So if we're focusing about this more and more, it's not only training, by the way. I'm not talking only about training. I'm talking about supervising implementation of the training itself.
Yes, Dr. Jihan, as we've just said, that education and health are two important files that are considered pillars of developments in any nations. Yeah. So to what extent do you think they are related?
It's related. I mean, you know, education is the core.
Yes.
Healthcare, you know, if we're just taking care of the health of the student and his education and awareness of the brainstorming of what to do, so you have gaining everything. But yes, if we focus about one of them, neither the others, they are so integrated. It's one hand, by the way.
Yes.
You have to think about, like, any education field, kids are educated in the K-12 school, and they are becoming doctors, right?
Yes.
And they are becoming the people who are really taking care of the health. So again, we care about education from the beginning. So education is the core of all the fields. And healthcare is a great part to let our educators and students getting the most impact of the health as well.
Yes.
So they are, we cannot distract any one of them. It's all one hand all the time.
Yes, I'd like to thank you, Dr. Jihan Zahran, a university professor. Thank you for being with us. And as I've just said, that today it's a special edition of our program, as we are talking about the inauguration of the third African Medical Exhibition and Conference, Africa Health ExCon. It is an important event, one of the largest annual events in Africa, that is held in Cairo under the theme of Your Gate to Innovation and Trade, and it extends between the 3rd till the 6th of June. Africa Health ExCon focuses on the international expertise and contributions to boost the health sector across the African continent, and is organized by the Egyptian Authority for Medicine Purchases, Procurement and Supply. The exhibition offers opportunities for healthcare and medicine companies to be informed about the latest products and services in different medical fields, with the participation of more than 500 leading corporations across the world. And by that, dear viewers, we come to the end of today's special edition of our program, Women's World. Thank you for watching.